So back at this thing, I'm freezing, and it didn't start that way. So a little over a month ago, I joined the gym. Went down to Planet Fitness, um, joined the gym, started going every day. I did a lot of that, cardio. Um, Most of it was cardio at first because it's like really easy just to get on a treadmill and I really like the elliptical. That machine is mean. If you're anywhere near, well, if you're obese, but if you're like 300 pounds, you get on a cardio machine, I'm telling you what, you don't even have to push buttons. I have to keep looking at the camera to see if somebody comes in, but you don't have to push buttons. You don't have to be special. Just start moving it. Shifting your fat ass to one side and to another side. I would break a sweat in 2 seconds. I could, in 5 minutes, I'm screaming, my body's just like, get off. And I'm just like, telling myself to shut the fuck up and go and get it. And I wouldn't let myself off. Another machine that I just despise, like, I hate the rowing machine. That rowing machine, oh my God, is evil. It is an evil rowing machine of doom, and I just make myself get on it. The more I hate it, that's the one I need to be on. I'll be walking by and my head's like, don't get on that machine. That fuck that machine. And I'm like, oh yeah, well fuck you. 10 minutes then. Because like 2 minutes in, it's just like, get off, and I'm like, no, nope, nope, shut up, head. We're getting it. And I had to battle myself, and it's getting easier, and trying to train myself to get up earlier. So, I normally got up at 6, get my kids ready and go to school, but now I got 4:30 is my new time to get up. I get up at 4:30. I'm kind of groggy. I get all ready by 5. I want to be at the gym from 5 to 6. Then I get home, get my family ready, get them out the door, and then get off to work. And that's been my goal routine. And most days I do pretty good at it. Some days they just, they're more of a learning day. So I was going to talk about this intermittent fasting thing. I've been definitely looking at the keto diets and the Atkins diets. I've been leaving carbs alone, mostly because I just don't want to spike insulin. I'm not diabetic or anything. I'm sure that that's probably where I was going to go if I don't do something about my weight. But I think the thing that really snapped in my head for me was that realization when I look at you're on like the treadmill. The greatest thing the treadmill has done for me so far is taught me what I got to do to even burn 1 calorie. And since I'm reading all these packages and looking at what stuff costs me and what I'm spending stuff on, I've had to leave the hoppy beer alone. I like hoppy beer. I just can't drink 12. I got to drink one, and I just low carb everything just because I'm trying to, not create an insulin response as high as I used to, because I think I was really, just insulin resistant. Like this doctor, man, that Dr. Berger is something else, dude. He's just like, an easy test for you to find out if you've got too much insulin is look down, and if you see a belly, I was like, damn it, he got me, And you got these other people, like, I was watching this video, it's like, are you cold when you're fasting? Fucking good. And I'm just like, holy shit. But I know, and that's kind of where I didn't want to start off with, because I wasn't cold at first. I've been intermittent fasting, skipping breakfast, you know, um, trying to leave breakfast completely alone for a couple of years now. But I mean, but when I started the gym, it took it to a whole new level. I yesterday I kissed, 269 and something, like 269.4 or 269.6. I don't know what it was. I'm just like denial, and I haven't seen that weight in like, at least a few years. And um, it's just 270 this morning. So it went up a little bit, but I kind of like fluctuate. I hate how weight is dynamic and not static. Kind of messes with me. So anyway, that I think that, at first with me intermittent fasting and my weight loss, um, for the last month, I mean, it's been working on my extremities. So you got all the blood flow in your arms and your hands, and your legs, and so I haven't felt cold at all. But this last week, like, holy crap! I mean, freezing. I went out to my car, got my sweatshirt, and I'm not used to that at all. Like, I run hot. Like, even when I was a kid, they wouldn't even let me out the hospital because my temperature was always a degree hotter until they figured out, hey, wait, let this kid go. I'm freezing, like freezing. My hands are ice cold. I'm looking up some videos and they're like, "You're doing good." All right, well, I don't always feel that way, that's for sure. Anyway, I'm on a mission. I'm hungry for it. I want I want to be, active, and that's kind of the other thing too. Is really slowed me down. Really slowed me down, being huge, and I'm really tired of it. And I think that's that. I mean, nobody can tell you, and to put the fucking Twinkie down, just you know. But it clicked on me one day. Even before I went to the gym, I was looking at this like menu, and I'm like, I'll take that hamburger, but that bun, I wonder how many calories that is, and is it even any good, and I didn't know. And now I don't. I went and got some of that keto bread. It's the keto bread. It's just wonderful. It comes out to zero. You got 40 calories a slice. And this is what I've been eating. I've got some shakes. And pork rinds have been my friend. I had to give up corn chips. I just, I got some low carb tacos. Instead of eating like 2 or 3 tacos, I'll just eat one on a low carb tortilla, but just fill it up, just like make this monstrous taco. And that seems to work for me better. Before the keto bread, I was just eating hamburgers. So I just, when we'd make hamburgers, I just eat everything but the bread, and I've been leaving ketchup alone a lot too. I have had French fries, in the last month or so. I've had French fries 4 times. Still no bread, and I think my body hasn't been doing very well with the flour type stuff because when I've left all that floury, the bread type stuff alone, besides that keto bread, my arms started clearing up. I definitely had like really rough arms, and my skin is just taking a turn. It's like really weird. I've got more energy now. I don't feel like I'm nodding off all the time. I think I would eat, and that was something else I was listening to this doctor about. I'd eat this regular food, and all this carbs. I mean, you get the big soft drink, you get the big ass, burger with the bread, and they eat all the carbs and the French fries and with a bunch of fucking ketchup on it, and then all of a sudden, right after I'm done, I'm just exhausted. It's like you went to battle or something, and then all of a sudden I'm tired, nodding off, all this kind of stuff, and I didn't realize, I had no idea, the insulin is like, oh crap, blood sugar, and I had no idea. None. I'm like the last to know. I gotta look a bunch of YouTube videos like, what's going on? Why am I freezing to death? And that's what I was saying, like that intermittent fasting thing. I did not know how cold. I'm not normally wearing a sweatshirt. I don't wear a sweatshirt in the middle of winter. I don't, But now, it's like the only thing keeping it together. Just good grief. So anyway, I was talking to my doctor. I went to my doctor, and I'm like, hey, how's it going? And he's just like, well, it looks like you lost a few pounds. And I'm like, I have. And he's like, well, did you do it on purpose? Because they always want to know, like, do we need to run more tests? But every time I see my doctor anyway, I get stabbed. It doesn't matter. They want to see my blood. They've been studying them for a while, and once we got the Hep C out of it, it's been great. A lot of my energy has been back. A lot of my testosterone has come back. You don't really ever want a liver disease. That will, basically fuck you off. It's been no joke. And at first, it just doesn't, you don't even feel it. But after a while, 15, 20 years in, when your vial count is in the millions and you just can't, get motivated. And I mean, that's kind of one of the things, like, it's almost like I didn't have arthritis, but everything hurt. Like, my whole body hurt because your body can't get rid of any of the toxins. I was definitely, from the liver disease, I seemed like I had like some sort of hyperglycemia. Like, I'd always be, starving, and my blood sugar would drop quick because my body couldn't regulate at all. It was bad. Anyway, so coming back out of that and being really heavy has been something else. But I think after I've burned most of the fat off the ligaments, it's kind of had to move into my stomach. And I think that's where I've just started, like this week, where I have lost, in the last month, I've lost a good, inch off my belt. I made my own leather belt, so I cut some of the leather off because it was sticking out too much, and I'd lost an inch, and I had to add another hole. So I had to make my own belt. I couldn't even go get a belt. Like, I went to Walmart and they just didn't have anything there for me, so I found a belt buckle and I went and got a piece of leather, and I just cut myself my own belt. I just couldn't find any belt that was, because it gets up under my gut, it hurts, and so I just had to make my own. I think that's one thing, like looking at it where the weight's gone too far. It's too far. I don't feel good. I feel shitty, and I don't want to feel that way anymore. I don't. And so this is just kind of like, sharing with those people that if you're in that situation, I mean, get off the couch. Just get off the couch. Planet Fitness is cheap. It is cheap. And I guess it was really hard for me to feel motivated at home, but I even got me a barbell. Went to Walmart, got me a barbell, brought it home. So I've got something to work on, because I'll work on the evening. I'll be bored or anxious or something, and maybe I need a snack, but I won't let myself snack. I'll just go hit my bar, and sometimes that helps out a lot. And if I really have to snack, then I'll grab some pork rinds or something. Just something that, I just got these little, went to Walmart, pork rinds, and it's a really cool snack, and it stays with me. It's 80 calories. There's zero carbs, and I got the crunch. I missed that crunch from those chips. Yeah, but that freezing thing, oh wow. So I normally will try to leave breakfast alone, and then I'll jump in after that. Sometimes I'll go out, get the hamburger, drag it back, and stick it on my keto bread. Or if I'm not doing anything like that, I've got this Oregon 20-gram plant-based protein shake, creamy chocolate from Costco. Dude, these are like $20, and it's got all the vitamins and minerals in it. I've got the multi-man's vitamins. What I'm doing some of these like Atkins bars, just high in protein, like low carbs, low sugar. But I kind of save that for after my fast. I haven't ever fasted longer than that. I mean, I hear about these people talking about these day fasts or 24-hour fasts and 36. I don't know anything about that. I've been just like, I don't need breakfast. The most important meal of the day, it goes away because if I haven't eaten from the night before, I get the longest stretch. And if I could make it till, I got simple goals. At first, I was only making it to like 10, but then I'm like, okay, I can get it to 11. Some days I can't make it past 11, and sometimes I need to go a little, and I'll feed myself. I'm not trying to kill myself, but I try to get to noon. And that's pretty close. A couple more minutes, and then I'll decide what I'm going to eat. But I don't want to, mess up my morning and break my fast too early if I don't have to. But I have noticed on weight day, I do give myself some carbs on weight day. I do. Like I'll choose like one carb when I'm lifting weights. When it's weights at the gym, just because I know that I need a little bit more. I need something. Um, but even then, like I haven't gone crazy. Like if I give myself the hamburger with the French fries, I just get the French fries. I won't have any sugary drink. There won't be none of that. And then I'll still use my keto bread, put that on there. And I think the keto bread has really kind of just been a blessing because before that I was just me and a fork, and that just kind of sucks. Like everybody else is eating their sandwich, they got this like hamburger and they hold it, and that I miss that. And then all of a sudden, like here's your basically your meat salad, and I'm like, okay. And I don't mind the vegetables. I've been eating the vegetables. It's actually after you starve yourself all day and you stuff some vegetables in there, fucking they're delicious. I mean, I'm just putting them in there. You gotta get them. I mean, they're full of nutrients, and that's kind of the thing that I want. I want the nutrients. I want the health. I think that's another thing that doctor was talking about. He says you got to get healthy before you can lose weight.